All right, so today's Tuesday, August 30th, and I'm actually not on the PCT now. I'm off after 8 days. I'm in Bishop at the City Center Park. It's a bit breezy, but it's also like 100 degrees out, so the breeze is nice. Hopefully you can hear me though. This kind of video preamble is just to get things rolling a bit and explain what's going to happen on the video that I put together. So what I've decided is I'm going to do the whole 8 days in one video instead of a day-by-day thing. And a couple of reasons for that, but one is mainly that it's just easier for me to do that, put it all together and then post it. So it's probably going to make it a longer video to watch if you're interested in watching it the whole way. I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but at any rate, because it's easier for me to do that, that's the way I decided to go. Now, so I started on the PCT last Monday, which I believe was the 22nd of August. Today's the 30th. And in those 8 days, I went over 6 passes. And 2 of the passes were to get on and off the PCT. The first pass was relatively easy, trail pass. And then I had, on the PCT, I had Forester Pass, Glen Pass, Pinchot Pass, and Mather Pass. And then I came off Bishop Trail Pass, or Bishop Pass Trail, I'm not sure which it is. And all of them were either close to or over 12,000 feet. And each had their different challenges, and so you'll see a little bit of video from those passes. So the theme so far is like passes. But there was a couple of highlights. And you know, as usual, some of them are people, like the Japanese couple I met. I think it was at the top of Pinchot Pass. They were doing the PCT section, but their section was like 1,500 miles. And they only had about 100 miles to go to achieve, well, maybe 150 to finish. And that was an amazing thing to see people doing that much. Of course, I've seen people before like that, but not in, that was the first long section hike couple that I've seen. Another interesting person was a woman who was carrying her dad's ashes to a spot off the PCT, but in the area. Met her on the top of Glen Pass. In fact, met a bunch of people up there. And within minutes, she was showing me a map of where she was going to leave her dad's ashes, and his ashes were going with his brother's ashes that were already up there. So she even got a little bit of emotional talking about it, which is understandable. But it meant a lot to her, and it was just incredible. And within a few minutes, she's telling me all about it. So, you know, you're meeting people like that all the time. One of the surprises for me, and I might mention it in the video that's following, but every day I met John Muir Trail hikers, the JMT, because it coincides with the PCT for quite a while. And so I ran into about 40 people every day heading south while I'm heading north. And I rarely came across anybody going north the same way I was going. There was a couple of people, but either they weren't catching me or they were passing me at night or whatever. But I bet you in the whole 8 days I had half a dozen people that I know were going the same direction I was. So the video with that's following is basically from mile 744 to mile 831, which, if my math is right, is 87 miles, and plus about 12 or 13 miles to get on and off the trail. And there'll be more details about that upcoming. At the beginning of this video, I was saying that I was going to have load it all up in one video, but unfortunately, my phone and the program I have won't let me do that. So this is actually, instead of one big video, is going to be split into 4 videos, hopefully. Maybe more. So once I get that done, it's one of the reasons the upload has been so slow getting to people. But so it's not going to be one video, it'll be 4 or 5. Just wanted to clarify that. Okay, so it is Monday, the 22nd of August. 11:30 in the morning. I'm finally on the trail that takes me up to the PCT. The trail I'm going to be on is called Trail Pass. And it's going through the Golden Trout Wilderness. I just passed the sign. It's Monday, so it was a bit of a struggle getting up here because I was in Lone Pine at 7:30 this morning and didn't catch a ride till almost 10:30. So 3 hours. Everybody was headed to Whitney. And so I ended up, a shuttle driver came by. His name's Kurt. And he had four other people in the van, so I hopped in, and he charges $25, and it was worth it. So yeah, finally, not quite on the PCT, but I will be as soon as I get to the intersection of where this trail goes. There's a couple of ladies that are also going to be on this trail. They're a little bit behind me, and they're taking Cottonwood Pass to get up to the PCT. Saves them about 5 miles, but they're not doing the PCT. They're actually doing the John Muir Trail, the JMT. So that starts a few miles up the trail. So might see them off and on for a few miles anyway, because the JMT and the PCT overlap for a while. So anyway, yeah, I'm started, and hopefully have good experience. Nice trail. It's a bunch cooler up here, thankfully. So anyway, we will put another video together here later on. Okay, so I've officially been on the PCT for about an hour. I got off the trail. It took me an hour to get to the PCT, and then where the junction where the trail is to the Trail Pass it's called, to the PCT. I met a German hiker there. So I took a break, had something to eat, had a good chat with him, and he's behind me. He'll be catching me, I'm sure. And so I've hiked for about an hour now, and there's the view. I think I've had views like this before that I've filmed, but there's going to be more and more of them, and I won't be filming them all, but seeing as this was the first hour, and then there's the PCT headed north, and that's where I'm headed. So, okay, this is the end of day 1 back on the PCT. I'm at Chicken Spring Lake. No chickens here, but I think there's a whole bunch of Girl Guides. They've got a nice camp set up not far from here. So anyway, they're having a good time, I can tell. There's lots of campsites here. I'm not close enough to the lake to video it for you. Well, maybe I am. Let's just... You can see it in the background, I think. It is getting dark. And this lake is actually quite low this year. There's no stream coming out of it. There normally is. So today I just hiked 5.5 miles on the PCT, plus the trail to get up to the PCT. So I
basically set up camp fairly early, about 3:30, 4ish, I guess. And that's just to take it easy on the first day. Found a spot here, a little niche that my tent will fit in. And yeah, this is where I'm going to spend the night. I think it's going to be cool tonight. Can you see that? There we go. Yeah, we'll see. It feels cool already. But this, sorry, my thumb was in the way. Anyway, this is going to be the easiest day in a while, I think. I'm actually in the national park tomorrow, and I'm at the Whitney side trail maybe tomorrow, probably the day after. But I'm not gonna go up Mount Whitney. A lot of hikers do. It's not my thing. So anyway, that's it for now. I was noticing it today. I was feeling it because it was tough. I'm over 11,000 feet elevation right now, and my body's just not used to that. So it might take a few days, I think. But I was feeling it, even though it really wasn't very hard trail. But I'll take it easy until I get acclimated a bit. Anyway, that's it for now.